Good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year to everybody. So, the start of 2023, and we basically ranged through going into the close of last year. And I think the close of last week and sort of the high and low of last week are pretty critical. We are also going into the Fed minutes tomorrow. So I suspect we're probably just going to continue mucking around in this area until tomorrow and probably start kicking off there. So some of the big levels we need to be paying attention to are obviously this area up here at 3914 or 3900. You also need to pay attention to right where we are now, which is 3845, because that was the close for the year. So let's just get drilling down through the time for, sorry, before we do that, let's just put these trend lines in as well, and you'll see what we have here. So there is our triangle at the moment. It is a consolidation. So the week between Christmas and New Year was actually no direction. It was just big up, big down. Nothing really exciting at play, and very little opportunities to actually get some trades going. So that's our consolidation area. We are in a downward trend. Oscillator's not helping us at the moment, and they won't. I don't think they're going to help us until after the Fed minutes are out. So from a 3-hour perspective, nothing really changes. If we look at the hour, and you can see, the Christmas period, big downs just before Christmas, then gap ups, big downs, big ups. Big down, big up. And going into the 30th, you can see here, down, 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 down. And as we go into the close of the year, you can see there, we quickly either profit taking or, just this algorithms actually more than anything else, because all of this period was driven by algorithms with low volumes that were on offer. So for me at the moment, I am really interested in this area that we're in right now. So that is, I can drop it a little bit, but I'm going to keep it at that level, just above the close of last year. You can see we need to get above 38.46. Let's just call it 38.50. We need to get above 38.50. That'll break this trend line, and then our target is going to be 39.14. Personally, I think we're probably just going to bounce off here, back down, and sort of just bounce around here until the Fed minutes, which is tomorrow. There's nothing else really on offer. Big area to pay attention to is a bit of a head and shoulders here as well, but it's a bit messy inside this triangle. The other key area to pay attention to for a break is this high from the 29th of December here. So get above that, build a base here, then we start looking at a triangle break to the upside. I think we're going to have to wait for a few days, possibly even a few weeks, before we start seeing the long-term direction. If you look at the monthly, it's really, we closed off with a big engulfing bar here. So, probability of another move down is still there, but then we need to pay attention to the swing low of last year. Because if we get below that, then you can probably expect another year of downward direction. One other area on the monthly, which is also very important, is this one here. You can see we spent most of the year flirting with this area, and that is 4100. So that's kind of no real setups, to be honest. I think on the 15 minutes, if you do see some pullbacks onto structure and you start bouncing off these areas here, I think this is probably the area you would want to be paying attention to. Is down here. Bear in mind that this gap here from last year has been closed in low volume markets, but it hasn't sort of after hours trading this morning, but it could also be retested. So the possibility of us coming back into this area here is fairly strong, and that would be 38.31 and 38.26. So any pullback into here and we start getting some positive price action, bullish price action, then I'd be pretty interested to see what happens. Just be wary. You could get this kind of price action here with the low volumes. I think you're still going to have people that'll be easing into the week at the moment. So, not too much trading going on. And when you see this kind of price action, you can see it is rejections of levels there. But look at the size of these tails. It's 100-point tails, and then probably 200-point tails on the downside here, I think. 139-point tails. So when you see that kind of price action, that is confusion, barbed wire. Stay away from it. So yeah, I think we're pretty much going to be sideways, but if we do find support here on the 15 minutes, then it's a good opportunity to revisit this this area here, which is 38.46. If we get through 38.46, then I'd be really keen to see what happens at 38.59 or 38.56. If we can get above that, then I suspect we're probably going to be targeting 3,900 and then get through that, then 44,000 again. So yeah, no real trades for me today. I think this is probably still going to ease in it. It will just monitor it through the day and just see what's happening. But I think at the moment we're kind of just waiting on noise. Hope that helps you. All the best, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.